Hi. The question is, what happens after you die? Now, before I start to explain my thoughts on this question, I want to explain that I know that many people have many different beliefs about what happens after you die. I want to make it clear that I respect everyone's beliefs, because the truth is, I don't know what happens after you die. But I have 2 or 3 different ideas. The first idea I have about what happens after death is reincarnation. Reincarnation. Reincarnation is the idea that when people die, they are born back onto the earth again. When a person is reincarnated, they can be born again as another person, as an animal, as a plant, as anything. I think Buddhists and maybe some other religions believe in reincarnation, but I'm not super sure. I think that if I were to be reincarnated, I would want to come back as a person again, just because I love being a human on the earth. But I also think it would be interesting to come back as a bird or as a fish. Also, potentially, it would be fun to come back as a cat. My second idea I have about what happens after you die is whatever you believe in is what happens. For example, if I believe in reincarnation, then when I die, I will be reincarnated. But if you're a person that believes in heaven and hell, then when you die, you will go to heaven or hell. I think that this idea is plausible, it's realistic, because I think that our thoughts shape our lives. And if for your entire life, if for your whole life, you thought about what happens after death, and you had a specific idea, then maybe after you die, those thoughts will shape your afterlife. Your afterlife is exactly that. An afterlife is what happens when you die. The third idea that I have about what happens after you die is potentially the most boring one, but it brings me a little bit of peace to think about. I think that maybe when you die, it just feels like you're asleep, but without any dreams. I think that maybe it just feels like you're sleeping. My experience sleeping as a person that is alive has been good. It hasn't caused me pain, and I don't really remember the times I'm sleeping without dreaming. So, I think that maybe when you die, it just feels like sleeping. These are the 3 ideas that I have about what happens after you die. What do you think happens after you die?